Hello everybody, this is Michael Lee coming to you outside of Helltown, Centerville, in Butte County, Northern California. Now, does everyone remember where we left off? We were limbing and bucking this interior live oak I cut and the dead blue oak branch that came down with it. So that's the blue oak branch. There's the interior live oak. You can see I've already got a lot of firewood sectioned off and cut. I'll go back, of course, with the splitting maul and my splitting axe, and turn it into proper firewood. And that way it'll also be lighter, so I don't have to carry it up the hill, in these big rounds. Okay, so if you remember where we left off, we just finished the limbing. My batteries went dead. Now we got to do the bucking on these large branches. Now I wanted to show you, give you some step-by-step instructions when you're bucking a branch like this and it's on the ground. See how this branch is on the ground for the most part? There's a little bit of space there, but for the most part there's not enough room for you to slide your bar, slide your tip and your chain underneath to complete the buck. So what you do is you just start on top and you use the tip of your bar and you just go down slow. And when it feels, this is all about feel. Bucking is it's all about feel. You can just become one with your saw and just pay attention. And when you start to cut down low, you'll feel your bar begin to be pinched by the compression in the wood. When you feel that, start to feather the trigger and ease up a little bit. When you feel it pinch more, it's time to pull out. So you don't actually want to cut all the way through the branch, because then you will most likely hit the ground and dull your chain. Then you have to spend 20 minutes sharpening instead of working. So you can see how I've got it cut about 90% through. And then all you have to do is take your boot and just roll the log over a little bit. Just roll it over a little bit. I'm not going to do it now, but you know what I mean. And then that way you can finish the cut. And you don't have to have your tip anywhere near the ground. So that's how you buck a log or a branch that's on the ground. Okay? So let's move on to this blue oak branch now. That will also be bucking here in a minute. Now another thing that will make bucking easier for you is don't just run up and start bucking willy-nilly. Okay, you gotta slow down and take the time to inspect what you're doing. So here we can see that it's touching the ground there, so there's a point of contact coming up. We will need to make a cut here. You see that? We'll need to make a cut here. Now the way you do this is, because there's a point of contact here, the compression will be on top. And when you're bucking, you want to cut 1/3 of the way through the wood, starting on the compression side. Then we will finish the cut from the bottom, an upcut. Now, be careful that when you do your upcut, to not be too close to the heavy part of what you're bucking, because it could move down and knock your chain off your bar, okay? Don't want that to happen. So, down cut. On the upcut, come a little bit in. See that? Down cut, upcut, come a little bit in. That way, when your bar is coming up, this lighter part will hang up, and this heavier part will fall down. Another thing, and then that way it will fall down and miss your bar. Your bar will be over here, this part will fall. Okay, does that make sense? Another thing is you want to stay on the upslope when you're bucking. If you're bucking on a slope, stay on the upside when you're doing the cut, like I just explained, because you no longer are going to have that point of contact, and the branch may rotate and roll on you. And if you're standing down slope from a big branch like this, oh, that's going to ruin your day, okay? It's going to roll you up. Okay, is there anything else that I need to talk about? After we make that first cut, you'll see that there's plenty of space here, so it should just be, when you see a log like this, it's just suspended in the air. Just imagine that we already made that cut, and it's just suspended in the air. You don't have to worry about compression and tension. Just go with your down cut and feather the trigger when you get towards the end, so you don't, plunge your bar into the dirt, and you're fine. Okay, same thing with this side. It's just suspended in the air. No big deal. Just do your down cut and get the bucking done. Make sure to remove all these dead branches, the buttons that are left when you're bucking to make your firewood cleaner. And stand on one side of the branch while you limb on the other. Okay? Most of the time you want to do that, so you have this big wood barrier as protection between you and your bar and chain. Okay, that's definitely enough talking. Let's get it. Anyways, I hope you guys like my little step-by-step instructions. Main thing is just slow down. Don't just fly up to your wood and start cutting willy-nilly. You gotta slow down and inspect your wood first. Plan it out, look for any hazards, find out where the compression and tension is, plan out your cuts. Don't just come flying up to your wood and start cutting willy-nilly. Is that good enough? Good enough, let's get it. Oh, I gotta put my ears in. Oh, by the way, these are the earplugs I use. You can get them from REI, and they come in this nice carrying case. You gotta pay up for these, by the way. I don't use these all the time, but when I want to spoil myself, I do. And they're very thick. They have some substance to them. They're not just gonna fold when you try to put them in. And I like this carrying case that they come with, so you can keep them clean as you're working. And you can grab the earplug at the base, pull it out, put it in your ear, grab the other one at the base, put it in your ear. You don't have to twist the points of it, you know? Let me scoot back. You don't have to twist the points of it and then stick the points into your ear and get your filthy hands all over your earplugs. You can keep them clean in here and grab them by the base so the crap on your hands never gets into your ear. And then you just keep them in your front pocket because you may need to take your earplugs out. If you're working with other people, you may need to take your earplugs out and talk, okay? Or, I don't know, you might hear a grizzly bear sneaking up behind you. Whew, take the ears out, right? So, watch this. You don't have to do any twisting. You just kind of... and then you're good to go. See how much better that is? Okay. So, REI. Also, the bandanas that I use and my long sleeve shirts that I use to protect me from the sun are also from REI. REI is a great company. Changed my mind. I'm not gonna buck that. I'm gonna leave it here. So, is this thing still working? Yes. All right, let's check out some of the wood we just cut. Beautiful wood, huh? This is the interior live oak. See the grain? Kind of a light colored wood. There's the heart of the branch, right? Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. This is from the trunk of the interior live oak. You can see all the growth rings. Boy, it started off slow, huh? Look at the growth rings. Started off slow, but then right here, really good growth. And then right here, amazing growth. For an oak tree, that is. Okay. Here we can start getting into some blue oak. Here's a blue oak piece. Some more blue oak pieces. Let's look at this piece of blue oak here. This is a nice one. Here's blue oak. I think blue oak is some of the best firewood on the planet. All right, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a great day.